तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीत मत्परः वशे हि यस्य इंद्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. Hello friends, this is the 61st shlok of the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says, Tani sarvani sanyamya yukta, which means all those who are in complete self-control, asita matpara, which means are situated in me with devotion, vashehi yasya indriyani, which means who has control over his senses, tasya pragya pratisthita, which means he has a place in pragya. So, in the previous two shloks, Sri Krishna has told us that our senses are very strong and we have a tendency to get attached to the objects of our senses. So, over here in this shlok, he is completing this thought and he is telling Arjun that those people who have complete self control over their senses and who situate themselves in me with full devotion towards me, they are the ones who get a place in pragya. So basically, here Sri Krishna is giving another indication of what a sthit pragya person is. So he is saying that a sthit pragya is someone who has complete control over his senses, and with that control, he situates himself in me, and by doing that, he attains sthit pragya. So basically, to understand this idea, we have to understand that this world that we live in and all its physical objects, they are all under change all the time. So anything which is related to this physical world keeps going through a cycle of change where it changes from one to the other and then from that to the other, and this thing just keeps on going till eternity. Now, since all these things are all the time changing, if you were to put your identity to any of these things, then that identity will also keep changing. It will always be susceptible to some sort of a change and therefore can never remain stationary. So, when we live in this world, we put our identity and attach it to many things. So, for example, a lot of people attach their identity to their body and they think that they are their body. When they do that, then of course this body is temporary, it is gonna die in a few years, and so when that happens, then it becomes susceptible, and so it's not permanent, and also then the body is changing all the time. So a person who identifies with his or her body can never attain a stable mind because the body keeps changing. There are people who try to enlarge their ego and they try to attach it to something bigger than themselves. So many people then start identifying with their family, but that is also part of this physical world and is susceptible to it, and so changes happen to family also. Families go from ruin to wealth and then back to ruin, and so again this intellect cannot really stay stable in this situation. Other people identify with their country, but again the same thing applies. Countries go through changes, sometimes they are strong, sometimes they are weak. There are people who identify with their religion. That also is not something which is permanent, because religions also have very strong ideologies, and when the situations in this universe change, then those ideologies become obsolete, and so if the religion does not change with that change in the universe, then of course the problems arise over there also, and that's why many religions, they rise and then they fall. And so if you want to identify with just your religion, then that is also not something which is permanent. There are people who want to identify with entire humanity, but then again, if you're identifying with entire humanity, then there are challenges that the humanity also faces. So the thing is that when you identify with anything in this physical universe, then that entity to which you are identifying is susceptible to change, and because it's susceptible to change and because it's susceptible to danger, that's why it is something which will not make you a person with stable mind. The only way for you to attain a stable mind is when you identify with the unchanging reality which lies underneath all of this, which, as we have already discussed, is the Atman, which is the Brahman. So, when you identify with this inner divinity inside you, which is the source of all this creation that you're experiencing, which is the Atman, which is unchanging, which is unaffected by the external universe, when you identify with that, that is the only point where you are able to attain a stable mind, which is not affected by the trials and tribulations of the external universe. So, that is what Sri Krishna is telling over here, that that person who has complete control over his senses, who is not affected by the objects of senses and is always situated with devotion in me, where me means the inner divinity, the observer inside us, which is calmly observing everything. Which, when a person situates himself in that, that is the only time when he is able to attain a stable mind, which is the sthit pragya. So that is the message of this shlok. I hope I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.